Hi, I'm Rainey, the Finance Strategist. In this lesson, we're going to cover
501c3 is the Internal Revenue Code, or IRC, designation for nonprofit organizations. Commonly referred to as charitable organizations, these institutions qualify for tax-exempt status. When an organization is approved for tax-exempt status, it means that it is not subject to federal income tax in the way individuals and companies are. This is beneficial for charities because it prevents the IRS from being able to take a portion of the donations these organizations use to move the mission of the nonprofit forward. Eligibility. In order for an organization to qualify for 501c3 status, they must be involved with one or more of the following: religion, charity, literacy, education, prevention of cruelty to animals or children, fostering amateur sports, either locally or internationally, public safety, and scientific activities or operations. There are also a few things that an organization cannot do without compromising their 501c3 status. They cannot, for example, fund the campaign or activities of any political candidate. They can lobby, however, there is a limit on the amount of funds that they can spend on this activity. If they exceed this amount, they may be obligated to pay excise taxes on the difference. They must also remain true to their mission. They are not allowed to use funds that they collect to finance a different project other than the one that they were established for, even if it is still an active charity. A program for the prevention of animal cruelty, for example, may not provide funding for an education program like a museum. If a charity wishes to change its mission, it must first file the change with their state. There are two types of nonprofits that are eligible for 501c3 status: public charities and private foundations. It is generally understood that public charities perform a direct activity, education, churches, etc. Private foundations, on the other hand, typically fund other programs through grants rather than funding their own activities.
For more information, visit www.financestrategist.com. Finance Strategists, strategies for your future.